while I was without form or shape, He held me. He fashioned and breathed majesty into dust. Though flawed and imperfect, He redeemed me at a price hard to truly fathom. Though I was struck down, hard pressed on every side, perplexed and persecuted, I was not crushed or in despair. I was not forsaken or destroyed. Now I have this treasure in earthen vessel, that the excellence of the power may be of God and not of me.
Serene.
There's no knowing how long you'll live if you don't choose to do anything about it. Could be years, could be months, or even weeks.
I was about the age of 9 when I was diagnosed with lupus. As a child, I didn't really understand, but all I knew was that I had to be in and out of hospital multiple times. On top of questioning like why me, I felt like a burden to not just my mother, my entire family. In my deepest thoughts, I actually felt that I wish I was never born. There has been a lot of ups and downs. Eventually, over the years, when I was nearing adulthood, it became better when my condition was under control. I was able to lead a relatively normal life. I was able to travel. I studied overseas. I was able to enjoy my hobbies. It was at that point of time that I met Kevin.
Serene's illness did not affect my love for her, and I actually envisioned a very normal, loving family life with her. With kids, with a nice house, going for family holidays, and so we got married.
In 2020, we received devastating news from the doctor that I had kidney failure. I was totally in shock. I couldn't reconcile with the fact that my kidneys had finally failed.
It's not something that we expected to happen so soon. We always thought it's something that's going to happen in many, many years down the road, but not so soon.
I had so many thoughts in my mind. How am I going to afford the operation? What will happen to our family?
How long more is she going to live if she does not go with any treatment? The possibility of losing my wife would really mean the end of everything for me. So I decided to give up my kidney for her, even though we were incompatible with our blood types.
But this also meant a higher risk of rejection, a very hefty cost. If I chose to go without any treatment, I could die within months or even weeks. It's all really too much for me to bear. I was constantly tired, not working, irritable, angry. Sophie, why can't you hold your cup properly? Stuck to the dialysis machine 4 hours a day, 3 times a week. And I just couldn't sleep.
In her last stages of kidney failure, she was quite withdrawn.
Because I was going through so much at that point of time, it affected our relationship. I battled with a lot of guilt because this wasn't me.
At times, I don't know what to do. And I'm just at a loss. I just have to put up a strong front. I mean, she's already in this situation. Someone has to be strong. So, yeah. It is very tiring. And I'm a person that tries to keep it within me. Although we are in it together, I actually felt alone. All I wanted was my wife back. I didn't know what else to do. But I knew Jesus was there. His promises are true. God met us at the right place at the right time.
At the very last minute, the hospital actually found another pair of incompatible donor and recipient to do a swap with us. So this process is called a pet exchange transplant, where two incompatible donor and recipients actually do a swap with each other so that it becomes compatible instead.
And that's really a miracle because it's actually a very rare situation. Since 2015, I think there is only we are actually the fifth such a pair that happened in Singapore. Besides it being so rare, it also reduces the cost involved in such a operation, and even the risk involved is significantly reduced.
To know that this is God's will for us, and God knows our plans, we surrendered the situation to the Lord, and I told the Lord, let it be done. I was really happy, and we were looking forward to our operation, but at the very last minute,
Kevin's liver shows signs of hardening.
It just came all crashing down.
We have done a final biopsy, but the tests done so far don't look good.
I just questioned God, why is this happening at the very last minute, just before the operation is scheduled? Why do I have to suffer so much? And why do the people around me need to suffer as well? Sometimes I ever wonder if he regrets marrying me because of all the things that he has to go through walking this journey with me.
What's going to happen next? Am I going to lose my wife?
I'm afraid that the transplant might not be able to proceed.
Why did this happen?
God,
I've disappointed my wife.
I'm not sure how much
Where
more
is
I
God
can
in
do.
all of this? Can I still protect
will
this
happen to
family? I'm
Kevin?
supposed to protect
Why is this
her.
happening
I'm
to
trying
us?
so hard.
God, can I still trust you to provide?
What will happen to Sophie?
Sophie, what happened?
Mommy, this This is for your operation. So that we can have more time.
I asked the Lord, I thought you said to trust you to provide for me. I couldn't believe that this is happening when everything was going so well. Then a miracle happened.
The doctors were dumbfounded because there was nothing wrong with my liver. This was despite the 2 earlier tests that actually showed that my liver had some form of hardening.
God has gone way ahead throughout every tear shed, throughout every cry, throughout every pain that I feel. Even though this period, it seems to many that it is a period of the greatest suffering, but it's also the period where I felt the most joyful ever in my entire life. To know that God has always been with me. I see Jesus taking this sickness that I have been suffering for so many years, and I'm just so thankful that the promises that He has made have come to pass.
When I look at where we are today, in good health, enjoying our days together, I know that with God, everything will be made beautiful.
When I look at my scars now, it reminds me of all the pain and all the suffering that I've gone through, but yet at the same time, I see God's goodness through these scars as well. It felt that my life was completely shattered, but in all the cracks and scars, I felt that God was able to bind me back and make me whole again. Through God's goodness, there is beauty in this brokenness. And instead of hiding my scars, I am now able to boast of His goodness and not hide it at all.